This is Ian Cameron for Pub Sports Radio, and this is the final play-in series preview video. This is it. This is the last series. We've talked about all of them, and today we're going to wrap it up with the all-Canadian matchup in the Western Conference, the play-in series between the Winnipeg Jets and the Calgary Flames. Calgary minus 115, slight series favorites, Winnipeg minus 105 in this one, so pretty close to pick 'em, pretty close to even money on both sides. And for a Calgary Flames team, their mantra and their mindset, and they've openly talked about it during training camp in preparation for this restart, is that this is redemption for them. This is their opportunity to show everybody that last year against Colorado, when they were humbled, when they were really dominated from start to finish by the Colorado Avalanche, that they've learned some things from that. They're ready to play better, ready to compete a little bit harder, which you need to at Stanley Cup playoff time to be successful. We'll see if they're ready for it. They're talking the talk. Now can they walk the walk? For the Calgary Flames, it's been an up and down season. It's been a rocky year. It's been a year where their top players haven't always played like their best players. Sean Monahan and Johnny Gaudreau in particular. They had some really rough scoring droughts, offensive droughts during the course of the regular season. Their blue line at times has struggled. They've also had trouble keeping everybody healthy on that Calgary blue line at times. Specifically, Mark Giordano missed time. TJ Brody missed time. And in terms of this series and moving forward for the Flames, missing in action is Travis Hamonic, who made the decision to opt out of playing in this resumption of the NHL season due to COVID-19. He has a daughter that's been battling respiratory illness the last year or two, so it makes perfect sense. It's obviously the right decision in the situation that Travis Hamonic is in to not play and risk, something bad health-wise with his own family. But from a hockey standpoint, for the Calgary Flames, not having Travis Hamonic on the blue line, that's a big loss. That is a massive blow, because you look at the Flames during the season when they did not have Hamonic on the ice. He was injured at times during the season. They gave up more goals. They didn't exactly win as many games, and a lot of their games also trended over the total. I mean, there were times that they looked like a hot mess, the Calgary defense, when he was not playing. So that's a big absence for Calgary, especially when you look at Winnipeg. 4 lines of offense, four lines that can all contribute on the score sheet. Blake Wheeler, Mark Scheifele, Patrick Laine, Nikolai Ehlers, Kyle Connor. I mean, the list goes on and on of players that can put the puck in the net for the Jets. They have 4 great lines of depth. Their bottom 6 forwards are finally healthy, particularly Adam Lowry and Matthew Perreault, 2 of the best two-way forwards on this team. Not only can they are good on the forecheck, they can chip in offensively, but they can also be very good penalty killing and away from the puck as well. And the fact the Jets have them healthy is a huge boost for them going into this series. And I think the one flaw for Winnipeg is their defense. Very inexperienced, especially when it comes to the playoffs. They lost so many key parts of the blue line from the past couple of years where Winnipeg's been in the playoffs. Jacob Trouba gone, Tyler Myers gone, Dustin Byfuglien gone, Ben Sherratt gone. All of those defensemen leaving the team after last year. But Paul Maurice, the head coach of the Jets, you have to give him a ton of credit, because he's gotten everything he's possibly could out of this blue line, which is very young. I think Nathan Beaulieu's played well this year. Josh Morrissey has really elevated his game to the point now where we actually do look at him as a capable number 1 defenseman now, because he has played that well for them. Neil Pionk from the Rangers, they got him. He's improved as the season's progressed. At Tucker Poolman as well. So this blue line's young, but boy, they got better as the season progressed. I think what flips this series in Winnipeg's favor, or at least could flip it in Winnipeg's favor, is the goaltending edge they have. This has been a phenomenal year for Connor Hellebuyck. He's up for the Vezina Trophy, and he deserves it. He's been one of the best goaltenders in the NHL this season. And on the flip side, for the Calgary Flames, you've got David Riddick and Cam Talbot, who have been up and down. They've been inconsistent. They've been pulled in games multiple times this season. You're not quite sure what you're going to get from either one. To me, there's a clear goaltending edge that goes to the Winnipeg Jets with Connor Hellebuyck in this series. I think that could determine it. And for the Calgary Flames, they're going to have to show me they can step up, win tough playoff games. there's no evidence right now to prove this core is a big-time playoff team. They haven't had a great amount of playoff success in recent years. At least Winnipeg, they've won some series. They got to the West Final a couple of years ago against the Vegas Golden Knights. Jets have won some playoff series. I like Winnipeg in this series, -105. I think from a game-to-game perspective, not only will I look to Winnipeg, but from a totals perspective, to see 5.5, for the game one total, that has me leaning over the total. I know Hellebuck's been great, and if he is great again, maybe Calgary's going to have a hard time finding the scoreboard, and it'll help the game stay under the total. But I still think Calgary won't be shut out completely. And I think the Jets, against a somewhat compromised Flames defense and still question marks with the Calgary goaltending, that Winnipeg is going to be able to score, 3 goals, 4 goals, quite a bit, at least 3 or 4 goals in the majority of games this series. So Winnipeg for the series for me. I would lean to them in game one as well, and also kind of like over 5.5 in that first game coming up in that series. All right, that'll wrap up my preview of Winnipeg Calgary and all 8 play-in series. Now we have previewed them all. Tomorrow I will be back with a Saturday NHL video preview, so I will pick, and back to the format that you were familiar with before the pandemic, a play of the day video starting tomorrow. I'll pick one play of the day from one of the games on Saturday. Then the next day, I will have a play of the day video, one of the games on Sunday, etc., etc., etc. We'll have a play of the day video for each and every NHL game day starting tomorrow, all the way until we crown a Stanley Cup champion in October. So I'm looking forward to it. And where can you find it? Right here at Pub Sports Radio and on the Pub Sports Radio YouTube channel. I'm Ian Cameron. Thank you for watching. Reminder to check out pubsportsradio.com every day for great daily content. Until next time, have a great night, and I'll be back with more NHL videos here at Pub Sports Radio. Play of the day videos start tomorrow. Don't miss it. I'll see you then.